Hello everyone and welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be looking at how to book TCW, which is Total Championship Wrestling, in TEW 2020. We'll be looking at how to get off to the best possible start. So let's get right in there now. So yesterday's video we analysed the roster. If you want to go back and watch that video, I'll add a little clicky at the top. But for now, we'll have a brief overview of everything. So, currently TCW's size is 72 in the US, 54 in Canada, and then it's around the 30 to 15 mark everywhere else. So, to improve our popularity, we need to get around 10 levels higher, so around an 82 would boost our popularity in all areas. So if we can get around that mark, I'll be really pleased. Our product, when booking shows, it's always important to stay within these guidelines, otherwise you'll be penalised. So for a TV show, we need to do 70% matches to 30% angles. Matches need to be 15 minutes or over to achieve a world-class score. So especially our main three matches need to be over 15 minutes because of the match focus and angle focus. So if we have a look at regular focus for match. So with a regular focus, the rating is calculated as 70% of the main event, 20% of the best matches other than the main event rating, and 10% of the average of the rest of the undercard. So we need to be putting on some good matches there. Usually it's like the rule of three, it goes off your best three matches, but in this case 70% is the main event, so we need to have a strong main event on our TV shows. And the angle focus is a tight focus, so let's just double check that. With a tight focus, the rating is calculated as 90% of the highest rated angle and 10% of the second highest rated angle. If there was one angle, then that makes up 100% of the rating. So it's only on two angles, so we need to have two strong angles on the show. Right. Our storylines. We only need to have two storylines over 50 heat, so we don't have to worry about that because all our storylines are over 50 heat. So I haven't needed to add any. So we're not going to be penalised unless we woefully book our first show. So let's hope we don't do that. I haven't added any tag teams. We've got two face teams and three. No, we've got three babyface teams and two heel teams, and all of them have been tag team champions before. If you see at the bottom. It's up to you, but what you do with them. But Benny Benson's getting on his career. It's probably a good team. It's good that he's in a team then, because he can pass on his experience to Jimmy Fox. And then I'm not really confident with any of these teams, but it's up to you guys. If you want to push them, it's up to you. I'll go with it for now because getting through the first show, you can't really. It's very hard to bring someone in by Tuesday. So we'll just stick with it for now. We should be able to easily get over 72, especially with our top four main event talent. Creative suggests Nick Booth is the next big thing, so we'll be looking to give him a push. And some of these guys as well. Killer Shark, Nick Booth. Elliot Thomas is going to have to improve a lot. T-Bone Bright and Jeremy Courtney as well. He's going to have to improve a lot before he starts getting pushed up the card. Right then, so let's get into the show. So I've already pre-planned the show. I've got a pre-show of with a battle royal with everyone who's not appearing on the show, and I've got Greg Gage winning that. It just gives everyone a run out on the show, so no one's going to get upset that they're not featured. We've got 2 angles on the show which feature our top guys, so hopefully these can score in the 80s and above and get us some good results. So Aaron Andrews and Wolf Hawkins, and then because they're feuding, and we've got an angle with Jay Chord and Sammy Back. So they're the tight focus angles. They are best 4 guys on the roster. They should give us the best rating. We've got Mighty Mo taking on Greg Gage. He's double booked for the night, but I needed to get to 15, so I've used him. We need to get him over. For the people watching on television, they're not going to know he's in a battle royal beforehand. So I usually do it with Scythe as well in SWF. He needs to be built up rather quickly so you can have a match with Rocky Golden. Otherwise, he gets pinged for his lack of, well, both of them do, for their lack of selling. So to make up for that, I just try and get him as popular and in as many matches as possible before that, so he can improve. With Greg Gage, though, he's just a phenomenal talent, and we need to get him more popular, so every little bit is going to help. We've got him in an angle after that with Benny Benson. Jason Azaria is interviewing that because he's not on the commentary team, so he's a roving reporter backstage. Freddie Huggins versus Tanner the Mighty. The Behemoths versus Benny and the Fox. And then we've got Joshua Taylor versus One Man Army. And then the main event, Andrews and Sammy Back versus Wolf and Jay Chord. Or Jay Chord, however you say it. So let's have a look. We needed to have one match that was a Wild Brawl and one match that was storytelling. I've set this to steal the show, just in the hope that we can get a decent rating out of it. We've got some really solid workers in there with a bit of flash, so hopefully we can get a good rating out of that one. Mighty Mo and Greg Gage, another steal the show. Again, trying to get some really good matches. Freddie Huggins versus Tanner the Mighty. This is storytelling. Tanner's stamina is really poor, so he needs to be protected. And within a storytelling match, it's a slow pace, so that should, without protecting him and using the protect feature and getting a penalty, this sort of helps him with his stamina levels. Freddie Huggins is going over. He's someone we want to push. Tanner is, I think he's reached his level for me. He hasn't got the stamina to put on great matches. He's either going to be a mid card, upper mid card, probably in a tag team. But I'm going to have to split up Mighty Mo and him because he's holding him back a bit. Mighty Mo is one that is going to be pushed to the top of the card. He's young. He's got all the attributes we need. He's good in the ring. He's got decent entertainment skills, and he's got really good star quality. So he is going to be our future, unless we can bring someone in who's better. But currently, that's what I'm aiming for. Freddie Huggins has got a better chance have been a top starter than Tanner in my book. The Behemoths versus Benny and the Fox. Killer Shark has got good menace. He's got he's not too bad in the ring. He just needs a lot of improvement. He's got good star quality, and his entertainment skills could do some work. So I'll probably when I get a B shot, I'll just heavily feature him in angles, or I can stick a manager with him, and we'll work him up the card. But for now, he's in the tag division. Basically, I just want to check how these teams are doing. It's always good to keep a focus on your undercard as well. Joshua Taylor versus One Man Army. This is the Wild Brawl. They both got over 70 in brawling. So this is the Wild Brawl of the show. Joshua Taylor's going over. One Man Army is possibly in time decline. Joshua Taylor is approaching that, but let's just see what the notes say at the end. We've got a lot of people we need to check to see if they're in time decline or not. And the main event is storytelling. It's going to be a draw, a time limit draw, and then we can set it up for next week as well. We can do the rematch, or we can do pick your poison, singles matches or whatever. Because the more we feature these guys, the better. It was probably silly really putting them in a tag match, because them against some of the other guys would help raise some of the skills of the other members of the roster. But I really wanted to get off to a good start. I could have done a singles match where the other opponents got involved. So Aaron Andrews and Wolf Hawkins are feuding, and we could have had Andrews versus Jake Cord, and then Wolf Hawkins comes down and gets involved, and then Sammy Bat comes down, and then that singles match then leads to a main event. So then you've got two solid matches leading to a main event. So that would have been better than what I've booked now, but we can tell that story another time. I'm confident this should get around the 80 mark anyway. So let's do this. So we've got an injury. Maverick sustained a strained wrist. I hadn't got many plans to use him anyway, but I don't really like getting injuries. Aaron Andrews and Wolf Hawkins, an 82 to start off the show. Again, Wolf Hawkins struggled when going off script. He'll do a promo another time and then it won't be a feature, so I'm not really worried about it. None of these are in time decline area of worry, so I'm not going to check the dirt sheet on it. I don't think it would show me in an angle anyway. It's matches I need to check. So let's have a look at the dirt sheet. So if you scroll down to the bottom, it should have all of the... So the Elite versus Divine Fortune has low heat, so it was penalised for that. So Doc Hammond is in time decline. Eddie Chandler is in time decline because it says it was penalised for declining physical ability. So those are the ones we need to look out for. So Doc Hammond and Eddie Chandler will probably stay around the mid to upper card, but will be there as gatekeepers to get the younger guys over. They're not. You shouldn't get rid of them. They've got high popularity. They've got really good skills and experience to get your younger guys over. And then if you've got guys on your roster who maybe haven't got the plans to push, you can give them wins over those to keep them at a certain level until their physical abilities deteriorate to the point where it's not worth keeping them at that level, and then you can move them down the card. 74 for Mighty Mo versus Greg Gage. This should hopefully, because if Greg Gage's popularity is at 50, this is 20 levels higher. So hopefully after this show, he should have got an increase. It might not be visible, because he might have gone from a 50 to a 50.8 or something like that, or a 50.6. But we'll check anyway afterwards. I haven't got any worries about these two in Time Decline. They're two young guns who have put on a really good performance. Let's just check the... Yeah, I had Eddie Peak distract Mighty Mo in the defeat. I do have plans to push Mighty Mo, but he's in a storyline, so hopefully that shouldn't have damaged him too much afterwards. And he's going to go over strong in the storyline anyway, so he'll pick that back up if he does. Greg Gage is another one that I want to push heavily. They had a really good match. A 63 for this angle. Again, that should have helped Greg Gage because his popularity was 50, so that's 13 points over. Benny Benson, I need to check if I've got him in a match. I need to check if he's in Time Decline. Let's just check. I've got bonuses. Is there a pick for poor improvising? 63 there, which is good. It's over 50. We only need to get over 50 heat. So anything in the segments that's over 50 is a bonus. Let's have a look at the dirt sheet. Yeah, Tanner's decline in physical ability. Yeah, Freddie Huggins is okay. I think he's approaching 40, so we'll keep an eye on him. Benny Benson isn't penalised for physical ability, so he's okay currently. Another 66. Benny and the Fox have great chemistry, and we've got our commentary team have got good chemistry when calling matches, so that's a good note to have. An 82 there, Chard versus Bach storyline, gained heat. A 71 for Josh Taylor versus One Man Army. Let's just check the dirt sheet again. Yeah, he's got decline in physical ability as One Man Army, so and so is Josh Taylor. So again, both of these guys will be used to get over the younger talent that I'm bringing in. A 77 to finish the show. I would have hoped for higher. Yeah, Sammy Back has decline in physical ability. And yeah, it's still disappointing. A 77 with the talent of all of these involved. Yeah, Sammy Back really didn't get really got penalised there, didn't he? So a 77. The show increased our popularity in 11 regions. We were 6 points higher than the 72. So I think some of the regions were probably Canada if we were shown in there. Let's just go and take a look. Right then, let's go and take a look. So yeah, Davis. I brought in Davis, Wynne, Newton, Froshur, and Nelson Callum. All three have got all the skills. Their top row, which is either brawling, technical, high flying, are good. They've got a good flash. They've got great charisma. They're over 80 on star quality. They've got really high psychology. I think they're in the high 70s. To I think 82 for Nelson Callum. So they're a really good fit in any promotion. We've still got 2.3 million views, and the Maverick's injured. You can go and check to see if you can. If you go to your medical tab, there's no surgery available. He's only going to be out 4 days. He's only got a strained wrist. Bless him. He can work through it, but I don't think I would use him in matches. He's not a vital part to the show. I've got to decide what if I want them as face or heels. So I can do that. I figured out yesterday. I was struggling to figure out what this note meant. You've got 2 workers away. I thought I'd got someone out on trade or something like that, but it's not. It's just if you've got an injury. That comes up. I've never noticed it before. After the first week, I don't really check this that often. We made some money after that show. We were at 9.9 million. We're up to 10.3. Obviously, you get when you do a pay-per-view, you get a lot more of a boost. Right, let's check our roster. Is it just set to wrestlers? So, Aaron Andrews, let's have a look. Aaron Andrews was at 82, he's still at an 82. Bart Biggins didn't feature. Benny Benson is at 60. I'll just move this so I can see it and then I can explain. Some you guys who play TCW probably know already. So Benny Benson is it 60? Let's see what he is on my spreadsheet. I'll just use it on off screen. He's still at 60. I didn't expect any changes for him. Didn't use him, injured. Didn't use him, he was in the Battle Royal. Didn't use him. Doc Hammond's at 63. Yeah. Headstone 60. Eddie Chandler is at 56. Yeah. Eddie Peaks at 65. Yes. Didn't use him. Didn't use him. Freddie Huggins 65. Yeah. He's new, didn't use him. So yeah, Greg Gage has gone up 2 points. It's probably going to be at the expense of my emo, which is a shame because I want to push both of them, but I need to get Greg Gage winning and beating people with higher popularity. But now I know that I've got the guys with physical abilities, they can be used to help get him over. I don't think I used Human Arsenal on the show. Jay Chard at 71. I can't imagine any of the top guys' popularity went up because their angles weren't setting the world on fire on this occasion. Josh Taylor 69. Yeah, still the same. Killer Shark 60. I expect that's still the same. Yeah, didn't use max speed, didn't use him, injured. Mighty Mo's down at 65. Is he? I'm sure he'll have dropped. Yeah, he was at 67. So the 2 points that he's dropped has actually gone to Greg Gage. He's still got hot momentum. We can get that back in other weeks. Nelson Callum's new. Nick Booth, I don't think I think he was in the 6-man. No, we didn't use Nick Booth. One Man Army was 65. He should still be the same. Yeah, he's still the same. Didn't use him. Sammy back at 75. It's a shame that he's got the time decline. So that's one of our top 3. He's a baby face, so yeah, we'll keep him quite strong for now, towards the top of the card. Hopefully I can build Greg Gage up enough within the first few months, and then he can take some of that popularity and then head up the card. T-Bone Bright with a 51. I don't think I used T-Bone on this show. Not Titan. Wolf Hawkins is the same, and I think he was just on the pre-show. So yeah, the only popularity changes after the first show are generally the ones that you, if you book someone with lower popularity beat someone with higher popularity, is the example of Greg Gage and Mighty Mo. The reason I did that match was to try and get a good rating. Really, I should have had Greg Gage go over someone who's in time decline, who's a babyface. He is feuding with Benny Benson, so I didn't want to do that match. But he's probably going to go over Mighty Tanner quite a lot, because I've got no use for him at the top of the card. So over the next few shows, he'll go over him and keep having angles with Benson. And then hopefully over time, if we keep plugging away, the popularity for him will rise, and it'll be in our upper card. Right then, yeah, popularity is sometimes you can check and people will have shot up, and sometimes it stays the same, or it's that hidden. Like if say he's at 50, he's gone up to 52 because of booked it. But if he was just in a match and he'd beaten someone who was on a similar or lower popularity, then it might have just gone up 0.2, and it takes a while for popularity to go up. And then other times it can just spring up, especially if they've appeared on pay-per-view in front of a lot of people. So yeah, we'll just keep plugging away. But yeah, as long as you're getting final ratings above, so yeah, I'm sure that was a 52. It's up to a 54. Might be wrong though. But yeah, I think it's 10 points higher, and then you'll start to see a massive increase. Not a massive increase, sorry. You'll start to get more of an increase. So it could have gone from, it might be 72.1 now, but if we had it higher, it could have gone up 0.4, 0.6 or something like that. I'm not sure how it works. It's just what's been mentioned on the forum before. As I've mentioned in other videos, I'm not an expert at this game. I've just played a lot over time, and I feel that we could be helping out new people more to help get into the game, and hopefully showing them a few things in these videos will help, because I love TEW. I've played it since back in the EWD days when I first got into it. I remember Tommy Cornell appearing in EWD when it was freeware. Okay, guys, so I'll wrap this video up. I'll do. I want to do USPW. I want to do New Japan Pro Wrestling from one of the new updated mods. So keep an eye out for that. But if there's any promotions you want me to cover, if there's any that you like, that you struggle with, then please leave a comment. Please subscribe for more content, and please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and leave feedback even if you didn't. I do want to get better to find out what you guys actually want. So thanks very much, and I'll catch you down the road.